Hey everyone, today I'll be doing a Yu-Gi-Oh video. I'm going to be showing you some Bujin gameplay. I know I make Warhammer videos, but I figured I'd do something different. I still play multiplayer against real people, so I'm going to be showing you a match against real people, and hopefully you like it. So fun fact, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in about 2 years, and I haven't played Master Duel in forever. So it took me like 3 days to figure out how Master Duel worked, and it took me a couple days to figure out how Yu-Gi-Oh worked again. Now, if anyone asks me if I understand Yu-Gi-Oh, it's no. I don't really understand Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. I used to play from like 2015 to 2018, so about 3 years I actually played the game in real life. From 2015 to 2018 I played it in real life, but recently with all the new changes, with all the new cards, with all this new stuff going on, I'll be honest with you, I don't really understand Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. So yeah, I'm a returning player. I did some casual matches, which is this button here, casual matches. But if you play casual matches, you don't get any rewards, which is kind of lame, because I actually tried really hard to win in casual. But you don't get any rewards if you play this mode, which is kind of dumb. I think you should get rewards if you're playing against real people. Anyways, I was playing casual, and I ran into people who had the same issue as me. They had no idea what they were doing. I could tell. Every turn took forever, and most of their decks were pretty simple. So I could tell they had no idea what they're doing. So I thought, hey, if these people have no idea what they're doing, and I have no idea what I'm doing, I have a pretty good chance of winning. So here I am playing Master Duel. And I'll show you my first win. That's the plan. I'm going to show you my first win, and hopefully you like it. I bet there's people out there who are a lot better than me, but I don't really understand the game. I bet there's people out there who are better at Yu-Gi-Oh than me, but I just don't really understand the game. Anyways, I'll show you my deck. I made a lot of decks, but only one actually works. So here's all my decks. Bujin is Bujins, TG is TG. I'm not really good at names. Sylvans are Sylvans. I didn't pick any fancy names or anything like that. Some of these are structure decks. The structure decks are pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. The structure decks are pretty garbage. Anyways, this is my Bujin deck. So in my Warhammer videos, I try to explain build orders and who beats who in a fight. You know, Space Marines beat Eldar in a fight, like stuff like that. I would tell you who has an advantage. I would explain the upgrades and all that. And in this game, I'll try to do the same thing. I'll try to explain what's going on. So I have a lot of decks. Only this one works. This is the only one that actually works. Making a deck in this game is actually pretty hard. It's a lot harder than I thought it'd be. And getting the cards you need, getting cards is actually pretty hard. So making a deck is pretty hard. Sorry, I just woke up. Anyways, this is my like morning mood. I just got out of bed. Anyways, so this is my deck. This is the only one that actually works. There you go. This is my deck. Playing Bujins. Now, my plan was to do some research and upgrade this deck, because I haven't changed it in years. I have not changed this deck in years. But my plan was to do some research and upgrade it. But every video and every deck I seen was from 2020, and I had no idea if 2020 was, you know, it's been a few years since 2020, So I figured those decks were bad. I figured those 2020 decks were bad. So I just decided to make my own deck. If you look up a deck from like 2020, they're usually garbage compared to new decks, right? So, anyways, this is my deck. I've been using it for a while. It's the only deck I'm good at. If you asked me to play a different deck, I would be terrible at it. Most of these cards do one thing and one thing only, which is the kind of game that I understand. A lot of these cards do one thing, which is about my skill level. After playing this game for a couple days, I can only play cards that do one thing. If you were to show me a card that does two things, that's above my skill level, I would say. So I'm going to show you some my first duel, my first win. Hopefully you like it. Both of us were really going at it. Both of us were really trying to win. And yeah, I'll show you my first win, and that'll be the video. Hopefully you like it. There's a couple reasons I'm making this Yu-Gi-Oh video. I just want to throw this out there. So the first reason I'm making this Yu-Gi-Oh video is I pretty much quit Hearthstone. I know I made a bunch of Hearthstone videos before and they were popular. I got mad at people and I got mad at Blizzard. Long story short, I just quit Hearthstone. It's just not that fun right now. Hearthstone's not fun right now. Another reason I'm making this video is because I realized I haven't uploaded in a long time. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I figured this video here would be pretty easy to make. So yeah, so that's two reasons I'm making this video. I haven't uploaded in a while, and I quit Hearthstone. And again, I don't really know how Master Duel works. So yeah, I don't really understand how Master Duel works. So let me show you. This is my first real duel in like 2 years. So I'll show you this. Oh, and I have no idea what any of this stuff means. I totally forgot. So don't ask me what any of this stuff means. I have no idea. So I'm going to show you this duel. Again, I bet there's a lot of people out there who are better than me. Maybe they understand this better. Alright, I'll go ahead and explain it. I play Hearthstone and Yu-Gi-Oh! Those are like my two go-to games. So I'll try to explain some things. So you got your like brown cards here. These brown cards are your fighters. You got your green cards here. These cards are your usually these fix your deck. Like if say you have a bad hand. If you have a bad hand, these green cards usually fix it. So the brown cards are your real deck. You want to make a cool deck, right? And I have these monsters here that look pretty cool. This is your core. I would say this is your core of the deck. And then these green cards here will usually fix your hand or fix, you know, if you have a bad hand, you really need a good hand turn 1 or you're totally screwed in this game. If you don't have a good hand turn 1, you are absolutely screwed in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you have a bad hand in Hearthstone, it's whatever. But if you have a bad hand in Yu-Gi-Oh!, you are absolutely screwed. That's something I learned after playing it for 3 days. So having a good hand turn 1 is super important. So basically half the deck is fighters, and the other half of the deck is just fixing your hand. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. This is my turn. This is my deck. Again, most of these cards do one thing, so not too bad. Okay, so I special summoned that monster there. So that was free. Man, this thing moves fast. Okay, this moves way faster than I thought it would. So I special summoned this guy here for free. I summon a guy who summons 2 other guys. So I had 3 monsters. I had 3 brown guys. I combined the 2 brown guys to make this guy. This guy lets me draw cards. These cards here, they want to be discarded. That's how these cards work. They want to be in the graveyard. So you want to kill these cards off. That's how they want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards. And this card here revives itself. It's actually not a bad first turn. I got the cards I wanted in the graveyard. I got a special monster on the field. I got a monster of high defense. It's not a bad turn 1. It's not a great turn 1. And this card here protects my monsters. So this card here is just defense. It helps protect everything. And here I have Book of Moon. As someone who plays a lot during 2015, I do not understand the new spells and traps. I have no idea what they are. I have no idea what they mean. So Book of Moon is like a 2015 spell. Pretty much everyone used this card in 2015, and it was pretty good. So I'm hoping it's still good, because I have no idea. I'm a 2015 player basically, because I have no idea what the new cards are. Then you have this card here. This is my opponent's deck, and I don't really know how it works. So this is my opponent's deck. This is my opponent doing stuff. I don't really know how this deck works, so I'm not really going to explain that. Anyways, he's got a stronger monster than me, so right now I'm losing, I would say. He's got, you know, stronger monsters. I flip this card down to protect my monsters. Oh yeah, and I will say at this moment, I was having a lot of fun. I was doing my combos, I was playing against a real player. I was having fun. So, I'm starting to like Yu-Gi-Oh! More than Hearthstone. So that's how I feel right now. I'm actually starting to like Yu-Gi-Oh! More than Hearthstone. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to be cheaper, which is weird. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be very expensive, but now it seems to be pretty cheap. I don't know if they lower their prices or what. So he activated a trap card that made it so I can't attack. So I was gonna go ahead and destroy everything. He activated a trap card which made it so I can't attack. So I can't attack this turn. I was gonna go ahead and destroy these cards, but now I can't. So now I have to give up. I basically have to skip a turn. And the way Bujins work, you want half your deck in the graveyard, because that's where they want to be at, and half your deck on the field. Here he fusion summons this this guy here. It can attack twice, and it can banish stuff. Banishing is very powerful, especially against my deck. If you banish my cards, I'm kind of screwed. So this card here is very annoying to deal with. Monster Reborn. I bet you guys know what Monster Reborn is. Even people who don't really know Yu-Gi-Oh! They know what Monster Reborn is. So, pretty popular card, pretty famous card. You got a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and a card that can attack twice. Utopia stops a fight. So I thought this was kind of funny. He activated a trap card that made it so I can't attack. And I have Utopia, which makes it so you can't attack. So right now we can't attack each other. Now he's got one card in his hand. So I actually feel pretty good. I feel really good right now. He has one card in his hand. He has a stronger board than me. But I have 2 cards in my hand, and a graveyard that's all set up. My graveyard is the way I want it to be, so I'm actually pretty confident right now. So I destroy that using this card here. I destroy his fusion using that card. I fuse these two guys together, Turtle and the Warrior guy. This card here lets me search my deck. This card here lets me search my deck, so I'm doing a search right now. I added Crane to my hand. Crane makes it so I can beat anybody in a fight. So right now Blue Eyes is stronger than me, but Crane makes it so I can win in a fight. Utopia right now is useless. I used its effects, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Utopia. It did protect me. It helped me survive against two strong monsters. But right now Utopia is useless, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. This card here fixes my graveyard. If my graveyard is all wonky, this card here fixes it. So that's nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Utopia. Now this card here, I actually can't use its effect. I can't afford to use this card's effect. So I had to get rid of Utopia. It was useless. So this card is better. So I got this guy here. I use the search effect, so you don't have to worry about this card anymore. And this card here helps me win a fight. And this card here can attack several times. That's the other thing it can do. It can attack more than once. And then I have Turtle. Turtle is just looking super cute. Look at that guy. You can't say no. Why would you play any other deck? You have a Turtle, right? Why would you play any other? This is why I stopped playing Hearthstone. There's not enough turtles in it. Put more turtles. I might actually quit. I might actually quit Warhammer because Warhammer doesn't have any turtles, right? So I'm just gonna be playing Yu-Gi-Oh all the time now. I'm a turtle guy, you know. I'm not gonna quit Warhammer, but they should add more turtles. I think it'd be a lot more popular. He basically had the same strategy as me. He had a high attack monster and a high defense monster on his field, which is a pretty good idea. See, I got a high defense monster and a high attack monster. This card here has no effect right now, but it still has a high attack, so pretty good. Even though this card has no effect, it's pretty good. So right now he has to clear my board. With two cards in his hand, which I've seen people do. You can totally do it. I've seen people destroy 4 cards with 2 cards. So I think he totally can make a comeback. And then he gives up. Again, if you need a good hand turn 1. You basically need a good hand every turn. And with some decks, you just can't. You can't have a good hand every single turn. And I think he just got a bad hand, which happens. I actually lost a lot of games on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I just got a terrible hand. It just happens. That's what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Weird. You can have the best hand and have crazy games. Or you can have a terrible hand and just nothing happens. And that's just how it is. That's just how the game goes. Now I do know what the best hand is. I do know what the best combos are. But the chances of me pulling those combos off are like 1%. So it's pretty rare for me to do my actual... It's pretty rare for me to set up my actual combo. In this one here, I was able to do maybe half of it, half my combo, but this wasn't my full combo. I'll show you my full combo, and then I'll end the video. don't worry about this. I spent some points on customization. I'll show you my full combo and then I'll end the video. Hopefully I didn't bore you guys. Anyways, my full combo. So my strongest guy is probably this. This guy is like 3 Monster Reborns. So I can use his effect 3 times. I get back 3 cards. Pretty good. So that's probably my strongest card. What else? This card here is pretty good. It turns effects off. So if I run into a card with a strong effect, I can just turn it off. Which I did against the new Link monsters. When I ran into a Link monster with a strong effect, I just used this guy to turn it off. So that was pretty cool. I've been using this card a lot. This card helps me out. When I don't understand what a card does, I just use this guy to get rid of it. And there's a lot of cards I just don't understand. So I've been using this guy a lot. This card here is okay. It's not great. It destroys spells and traps. But the more I play this game, the more I think not many people play traps. Traps are pretty rare. So it's not a great card. I've been using this guy too. This guy's pretty good. So basically the full combo is I do a bunch of searches with him, get my graveyard set up. This guy here fixes my graveyard, so I can fix my graveyard, get it organized. And then I get this guy. This guy here is really important. This guy's ability is he can turn this guy into this guy, which is pretty cool. So instead of summoning it this way, 3 level 4 monsters, I can just summon it using this guy. It cheats them out, which is pretty cool. And then this guy here is like 3 Monster Reborns. So I use this effect, get back 3 monsters, and then with those 3 monsters I can make this guy or this guy or whatever, you know, just whatever card. And then I have my graveyard. This guy turns their attack to 0. So say they have infinite attack, I can just make it 0. This guy here destroys spells and traps. Really handy, actually. This guy here protects my monsters. But now that this card is a thing, this guy is not that good anymore. What else? This stops traps. That's what Turtle does. It stops traps, so that's pretty cool. What else? I think that's it. This guy here destroys anything. So this is probably the best card in the deck. It just straight up destroys any card, and you know, it destroys any card. So this is probably the best card in my deck. And yeah. I think back in 2015, this was one of the best cards ever. But now that this card is a thing, this is a 1-card search. This is 1 card search your whole deck, which makes this card kind of obsolete. So this card here is kind of obsolete now. I might change the deck. Who knows? It's been working for me. You know, you see me win that duel. Not every day I have a good hand, but I do win duels every now and then. I think there's people out there who can suggest to me better cards or better decks. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. I thought I'd do something different. I do like card games. I do like Warhammer. I do like puzzle games. So I do like collecting things, games where you collect things. I think that's fun. Like those, you know, those Nintendo 64 games where you collect things. Those are fun. So those are the kind of games I like. Card games, Warhammer, all that. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video. This is my first Yu-Gi-Oh video in a while. This is the first time I played Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. Anyways, hopefully, I'm hoping you like it. And yeah, guess that's it. I think I'm gonna be more and more busy, so I don't think I'm gonna be uploading videos every week like I was before. Before I was uploading videos all the time. But I'm gonna be more busy, so I don't think I'm gonna be doing that anymore. So you might see less videos from me. Anyways, I'm gonna be signing off now. Bye.